Path to Citizenship, Part 7, The Structure of the Federal Government.
When Diego entered the study room for his 7th session, he felt a growing sense of pride and purpose. Over the last few weeks, he had explored the symbols, values, and key moments in American history that shaped the nation. Today, he knew that Evelyn would guide him through the structure of the federal government, helping him understand how the system functioned day to day. Each lesson was bringing him closer to his goal, and he was eager to learn more about how the government operated. Evelyn greeted him as he took his seat, a fresh set of questions in front of her.
Welcome back, Diego. Today, we're going to explore the structure of the federal government. Understanding how it functions will help you see how decisions are made and who is responsible for different roles. Are you ready to dive in?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, let's begin with a question about the branches of government. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? Question: What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? A. The House of Representatives and the Senate. B. The Supreme Court and the Senate. C. The President and the House of Representatives.
Answer: A. The House of Representatives and the Senate.
Correct. Congress is divided into the House of Representatives and the Senate. Each plays a unique role in the legislative process. Why do you think it's divided into two parts?
I think it's to balance the interests of different states and the people. The House represents the population directly, while the Senate gives each state an equal say, no matter its size. This way, both the people and the states have a voice in making laws.
Exactly. This structure ensures that both the population and the states are represented fairly. The House reflects the will of the people based on population, while the Senate ensures that all states have equal representation, helping to balance power in Congress.
Diego could see the wisdom in this setup, appreciating how it balanced both large and small states. Evelyn moved on, ready to discuss the executive branch and its responsibilities.
Now, let's turn to the executive branch. What is the primary role of the President of the United States? Question: What is the primary role of the President of the United States? A. To make laws. B. To interpret laws. C. To enforce laws.
Answer: C. To enforce laws.
That's correct. The President's primary role is to enforce the laws passed by Congress. Why do you think it's important for the President to focus on enforcing laws rather than making them?
If the President could make laws, there would be too much power in one person's hands. By enforcing laws instead, the President's job is to carry out the decisions made by Congress. It keeps the branches of government separate and prevents any one person from having too much control.
Absolutely. The President's role is designed to ensure that laws are implemented, not created. By keeping these responsibilities separate, the system maintains a balance of power, with Congress making the laws and the President ensuring they are carried out.
Diego reflected on how the roles of Congress and the President were distinct but interconnected. He understood that the separation of powers was a crucial safeguard for democracy. Evelyn moved on to the final question, addressing the role of the judicial branch.
Now, let's discuss the role of the judicial branch. What is the highest court in the United States? Question: What is the highest court in the United States? A. The Court of Appeals. B. The Supreme Court. C. The Federal District Court.
Answer: B. The Supreme Court.
Correct. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the land, and it has the ultimate authority on interpreting the Constitution. Why do you think it's important for there to be a court with this kind of authority?
The Supreme Court helps ensure that laws are fair and follow the Constitution. By interpreting the laws, the court makes sure that they protect people's rights and don't overstep the limits set by the Constitution. It acts as a final check on both Congress and the President.
Exactly. The Supreme Court serves as the ultimate guardian of the Constitution. It ensures that the laws and actions of the government align with constitutional principles. This provides a vital check on the legislative and executive branches, helping to uphold the rule of law.
As the session concluded, Diego felt a clearer understanding of how the federal government operated. He saw how the branches worked together, each with its own role in safeguarding the rights and freedoms of the people. Evelyn gathered her notes and offered Diego some final thoughts.
You've done well today, Diego. Understanding the roles of Congress, the President, and the Supreme Court is essential to appreciating how the government functions. Each branch has a unique role, but together they create a system that protects democracy and ensures accountability.
Thank you, Ms. Hughes. I'm starting to see how each branch supports the others, making sure that power isn't concentrated in any one place. It's an impressive system.
It is. This separation of powers is one of the strengths of American democracy. By knowing how each branch works, you're preparing yourself to be an informed and active citizen. Keep it up.
Diego stepped out into the warm afternoon, feeling a renewed sense of purpose. He now understood that the government wasn't just a distant institution. It was a system built to serve and protect its people. Each branch had a role to play, and as a future citizen, he had a part to play too, in ensuring those branches remained balanced and fair. As Diego learns about the roles and responsibilities within the federal government, Evelyn's insights resonate beyond their conversation, encouraging others to reflect on the structure of governance.
Now it's your turn. Each branch of the government has a distinct role to play, ensuring that power is balanced. Here's a question for you to consider. Question for the audience: which branch of the U.S. government has the power to declare laws unconstitutional? A. The executive branch. B. The legislative branch. C. The judicial branch. understanding the responsibilities of each branch is key to grasping how the system of checks and balances operates. Reflect on your answer, as it reveals a fundamental aspect of how power is regulated within the government.